This is the luxury world. Get inspired with us today and tomorrow. When Rolex watches stopped appreciating in value, demand declined, leading to a rapid drop in prices and a wave of panic selling. The sheer number of people who had bought watches to turn a quick profit was staggering, making it tough for genuine watch enthusiasts and collectors, as they had been priced out of the market. Once known for their unaffordable prices and long wait lists, Rolex watches are experiencing a major change. There has been a surprising rise in the availability of some Rolex models on the resale market, prompting a crucial question: are these sought-after timepieces becoming easier to obtain, or is this a sign of a larger shift in the luxury market? In this video brought to you by the Luxury World, we'll delve into the causes of this trend, evaluate its possible effects on the Rolex market, and examine what it means for both experienced collectors and those looking to acquire Rolex. If you have not subscribed to our channel yet, we invite you to do so now to keep up with our upcoming content. Not so long ago, the latest market update suggested that the ideal price range for buyers was between $10,000 and $15,000. However, watch prices now range from $10,000 to $60,000. The pressing question now is how discontinued watches are faring in the market. Let us review some of the top-selling watches from the current market, though we will not cover every model. Starting with the Datejust 41mm, which remains a favorite. We have a rare Aero Blue variant to show, featuring Roman numerals, a fluted bezel, and a Jubilee bracelet, priced at $9,200 from Rolex. Previously, it was selling for $11,000 to $12,000 in the pre-owned market. There is also a mint green version with a smooth bezel and Jubilee bracelet, priced just under $10,000, compared to its retail price of about $7,200. Moving to the DayDay range, which continues to be popular, particularly the stainless steel models in black and white. We want to highlight a new 2024 reference that retails for $135,000 but is currently selling for $29,000. The black variant, similar but with a black dial, has seen a slight price adjustment, now going from $25,000 to $26,000 instead of the original $28,000, though it has remained stable at $29,000. The price gap between the black and white ceramic versions has increased, which is notable. The Panda configuration continues to command a premium. Both old and new references are selling well, and the return of Oyster Flex bracelets is generating excitement. The Oyster Flex models, including Pikachu, Ghost, and especially the Paul Newman, have seen a surge in popularity. The vintage Paul Newman, with its distinctive red chronograph hand, remains in high demand. While the new reference is less popular, the resurgence of Oyster Flex bracelets is welcomed. The old reference Pikachu is selling well again, and the Sundust variant, another old reference, has seen price corrections, making them more reasonably priced. If you are considering purchasing an Oyster Flex Daytona and are having trouble finding one through an authorized dealer, now might be an enjoyable time to look into it. At the forefront of the Daytona range is the John May edition, which is the striking yellow gold watch with a full bracelet and a green dial. This discontinued model recently sold for just under £60,000. The market is vibrant, with buyers showing a preference for larger timepieces but with a more selective approach. Many watch enthusiasts are conducting more thorough research, which is a promising development. Sales are strong not only for entry-level and mid-range watches but also for high-end models. Let us continue with the Oyster Perpetual 41 Celebration, which was rumored to be discontinued. It was selling steadily until these rumors emerged, but the discontinuation did not occur. This model has become a collectible item, though it is not being purchased for everyday wear. It has seen a price correction, now selling for less than it did before the rumors. Buyers are still hoping prices will stabilize at previous levels, but a further market correction seems likely. Regarding the rose gold Oyster Perpetual 40, there were also rumors of discontinuation before this year's Watches and Wonders event. Prices have already adjusted slightly. The retail price for this watch is around $36,000 to $37,000. If you are interested in acquiring it, now is a fun time to look at the market. If you cannot find it through an authorized dealer, checking the gray market in the coming weeks might provide an opportunity to purchase it at or below the retail price. Let us explore the GMT Master Pepsi, which contrasts sharply with the GMT Sprite, which we will discuss next. Unlike Sprite, which is often bought as a speculative investment, Pepsi is primarily purchased for its wearability and long-term value. Since Watches and Wonders, there has been a notable scarcity of the Pepsi model in the pre-owned market. However, unlike the Sprite, Pepsi has not experienced a significant increase in demand. This difference provides valuable insight into the GMT Master line. highlighting how two models that were both rumored to be discontinued are perceived differently. The Pepsi remains highly desired by enthusiasts for its aesthetics and practical use, while the Sprite has become more of a collectible and is less likely to be worn. The key question now is how Rolex sales have trended in recent months and which watches have been the most popular. Over the past 3 to 4 weeks, the ideal price range has expanded from $10,000 to $15,000 to a broader spectrum of $10,000 to $60,000, reflecting a positive market trend. Moving on to the GMT Master 2 Sprite, this model stands out with its distinctive green and black bezel. It has taken on a unique role in the market, evolving into more of a collectible rather than a watch intended for regular use. After its discontinuation, there was an unexpected development. This year's Watches and Wonders saw an influx of this model, designed for left-handed individuals who wear their watches on their right wrist. For those who expected it to be discontinued soon, it seems unlikely to happen until at least 2025. As a result, the watch has become a commodity, leading to market saturation. If you are considering buying this watch, be prepared to hold onto it for at least another year. Pricing has seen some adjustments. Before Watches and Wonders, the Oyster version was priced around $16,000. A 10% correction is anticipated, lowering the price to about $14,500 to $15,000, which is a reasonable value. The Jubilee version, previously selling for $18,000, is now expected to be around $16,000. For those interested in acquiring this watch, it still holds promise as a good long-term investment, though it requires patience and a willingness to wait for its value to appreciate. Its rarity, especially in the left-hand configuration, makes it a desirable option for long-term investment. In the most recent market update, sales for the Root Bear have been slow. However, as anticipated in the last few months, the 18-karat rose gold GMT Master Ruby has gained popularity. Its current market prices are now closely aligned with Rolex's retail price of $14,300, with secondary market values ranging from $15,000 to $16,000. For those who cannot obtain one from an authorized dealer, checking the gray market and paying a 5% to 15% premium over the retail price can still provide immediate availability. Rolex watches are similar to real estate in that their value may fluctuate in the short term, but they consistently appreciate over time. Earlier this year, Rolex prices were excessively high, but now you can purchase your dream watch at a more reasonable cost. While Rolex watches have seen value drops before, each time they've rebounded to reach even greater levels. Rolex's marketing strategy is undoubtedly one of the best globally. They managed to mass-produce their watches while keeping them incredibly difficult to buy new, creating a sense of exclusivity. Meanwhile, demand has continued to grow as new wealth is created and emerging economies develop a taste for luxury. What are your thoughts on the topic that we shared in this video? If you enjoyed the video, we would appreciate it if you let us know by leaving a comment and giving it a thumbs up. Do not forget to follow our channel for more content. Thank you for watching The Luxury World, and we look forward to having you join us in our upcoming videos.